Connor Rogers here at the NFL Combine alongside tight end prospect Mitchell Evans. Mitchell, 2023 season cut short with a knee injury.
Yep.
How rewarding was this year, not only for your personal success, but how deep of a run you guys went on?
Yeah, obviously the run that we had was, one of the most deep runs we've had in a while at Notre Dame, and I thought that just was a personal goal of mine to kind of, be a part of a team that was be able to reach a national championship caliber team, and I felt like we had that. In the offseason, I knew something was different about this team because it was my fourth year. I've been around a couple different teams, and I could kind of just sense that, and so I knew, when the guys that we had, the coach staff that we had, I knew there was something different about this team, and then, to get to that point, I was like, yeah, I was right, and it was good to be a part of. The best locker room I've ever been a part of. The teammates I had were phenomenal. Some of my best friends, and some of the best members I've ever created. So
it's like you're in an NFL environment.
Yeah.
What does that practice environment do for you as
Yeah.
a player in terms of how intense everything is on a day-by-day basis?
Yeah, I feel like Notre Dame sets you up for that, and I just feel like going against the best defense in the country every single day only makes you better. Going against Coach Golden, going against all the guys that he had, X, Jack Kaiser, Howard, Riley Mills, RJ. I mean, it only can make you better going against the best. So that was good work every single day, and we just made each other better. We just made each other better, and with the season that the defense kind of had, they had some injuries kind of happen, and for the young guys to step up, it only just makes them better too. So
I know you played some quarterback in high school, but you also punted?
yeah.
What kind of distance are we talking here? Like, where are you on the emergency pecking order?
I don't know emergency pecking order, but I got my first team All-State honors for being a punter. Yeah, so first team All-State in Ohio, but I don't say what it was, but it was for punter.
That's okay.
My average, I think, was like 45 or 46 yards a punt. So my longest punt I had, I think it was like 70-something. So
Oh my God.
it was like 60-something in the air, and it rolled out the end zone. But I could boot if I needed it.
Obviously, because of the kind of athlete you are, they weren't going to have you do that right out of high school. But did you ever punt in practice? Or just messing around?
My freshman year, I joked with Coach Polian. I always kind of remind our special teams coaches now, hey, don't forget I can punt.
Yeah. I'm here.
I'm here. I always kind of remind them jokingly. But, one year, my freshman year, just stayed at the practice one day and just kicked a couple balls in front of Coach Polian. And, he was like, all right, I just saw what I needed to see. And that was all I needed.
That's awesome.
So, but it was good.
What feels better, catching a touchdown or having the block that, closes the deal on a touchdown? I saw the one on tape against Purdue, which was pretty sweet. And, what means more to you?
I think just having that solidified block, it's kind of the dirty work that no one kind of notices.
Right. It's on the box score.
Or it's like, your downfield block where they kind of mention it like, oh, hey, 88 strain for the last second to have, J.D. Price get around the edge, whatever. I'm not in it for the personal glory. The one thing we kind of always, Coach Freeman kind of always instilled in us was team glory, and I feel like I kind of really embodied that this year and kind of took it on myself to kind of, all right, I'm playing for the team. I could care less about how my individual stats, as long as I'm performing my best for our team. That's what matters most. So I feel like that is what epitomizes that. So.
What is it about Riley Leonard that allowed him to take command of the offense so quickly after transferring? That's a lot on the plate when you come from another program.
I feel like a lot of the offensive guys just trusted him.
Right.
We trusted him, we loved him, and we just knew the type of player he was and what he could do for our offense. And I feel like we all just said, all right, Riley, do your thing, and we'll follow you. We'll follow your lead, and let's just go. So I feel like a lot of guys embodied that.
You've played with plenty of quarterbacks in your football life. Is that something you feel in the huddle right away, like a confidence?
Yeah, I feel like he kind of had a little bit of a swagger to him a little bit, but also he was respectful and he was a great leader. He wasn't cocky, but he was confident.
Right.
I feel like that was good. He wasn't full of himself. He was definitely one of the first guys to be like team first as well. But as a quarterback, you kind of got to have that little bit of a confidence to you and have to have that mindset of like, all right, let's go. I'll lead this team and let's go. And he kind of embodied that right away when he got here.
So you had a long season, and then you go right into an all-star event like Shrine Week. Number one, what was that experience like? But what did that week do for you to kick off this process?
Yeah. So it was a last-second decision for me to go. And, just talking with some people and the goal of mine for me to go down the Shrine Bowl was just kind of dip my feet in the water of some NFL exposure, just get my name out there, with the coaching and the coaches and the scouts that were down there. Just establish a bit of a relationship with each team that wanted to talk to me, and just kind of for the practices, you learn an NFL offense, you learn an NFL special team system. So just kind of getting my foot in the water with that, and just learn some terminology, how they operate, and honestly, it was a lot to like Notre Dame. It was similar, so it wasn't like it was some shocking, groundbreaking thing.
Right.
I felt like Notre Dame kind of set me up for that, just with how Notre Dame runs and it runs and operates. So I felt like it wasn't a shell shock to go down there. It was just a little bit different terminology, and just I felt like it was a good exposure to go down there for a little bit.
When you meet with all these teams, whether it's at an event like Shriner, it's here at the Combine, it's nonstop. When you're done with the week, what is the one thing you really want them to learn about you?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of my resume is already built with what I put on tape.
Right, they want to know the person.
That's the biggest thing. So with this, I feel like they want to get to know me, and I want them to know how I think, what I'm thinking on the field, and just know my personality and know that I'm a good dude on and off the field. I love to be around the locker room. I love to be involved with the team. I'm a team-first kind of guy. And then when it comes to game time, I feel like I'm an elite competitor, and I'm tough and I'm smart, and I feel like I want to try to instill that and help these teams know what those traits are about me, and got to do the best I can to show them here. So,
if you could train with an NFL player, past or present, or just pick his brain for an hour, who would you pick? Doesn't have to be a tight end, but it could be.
One, Tom Brady, I feel like the greatest of all time. You got to do that.
The mental warfare is on a different level.
But if I had to go for like my own position, I'd say Kittle.
Okay.
George Kittle.
It's the blocking.
Yeah, all around, I think he's one of the greatest tight ends of all time in terms of run blocking, his passing ability, and just the way he plays the game. I just definitely want to sit down and have a conversation with him and just learn from one of the best. So.
Mitchell Evans, man, it's been a lot of fun watching you throughout your college career. Can't wait to see where you end up in the NFL. Best of luck.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.